according to what I've written, the suggestion that I've made in the code book is that any person, anywhere on the planet at any time, who willfully and deliberately, and the last term, unjustly, in other words, you willfully and deliberately, meaning there's something that you intended to do, not an accident, something that you willfully and deliberately intended to do, and that is you culminated that intention by killing someone, taking someone out of this world, taking that person out of this world, causing that person to cease to breathe, to cease to function, willfully, deliberately, and unjustly. You didn't do it in self-defense. You did it because you just said that that person should be dead on account of you wanted to rob them, or you have some ideology about them being dead, and you got something against them. I mean, and you just decided that person should be dead. They call it murder. Okay? So, willfully, deliberately, and unjustly, you kill a person. Now, I'm being kind of laborious with this because I want to make this point. Anybody, anywhere who does that, universally, it should be the same thing. The reaction should be the same all over the world. No exceptions. All the time. That applies to everybody, so that everybody will be on the same page. Everybody will understand it. Nobody will get blindsided. Nobody will say that I didn't think that was going to happen to me. I didn't know what the penalty was. No. We should have a uniform world law that says when you do something like that, willfully, deliberately, and unjustly, kill someone, you should be put into greater solitary confinement. That's what I call it. Meaning you're put in a place where you are absolutely alone, and you're given the weapon or something similar to it that you use to murder that person. You're given that. That's your friend. That's your companion. That's your business association. And it should be, if the conditions allow, soundproof. So you only hear the sound of your own voice. Because you have made a so-called life and death decision about somebody else. So that means that you consider yourself to be something special. So you should hear yourself talk for the rest of your days and not hear anybody else ever say anything at all about anything, because apparently you can't get along with people. You're not in agreement with people. So you can at least agree with yourself. Enjoy it. You and your companion that's in there with you, if it's a gun, like a 9mm pistol, which is one of the favorites now for murdering people. One bullet in there. One bullet in that 9mm pistol that you use to kill those people with, or that person with. And that should be put in a case on a wall, if the conditions allow, with a light shining on it, and that's the light that you will be looking at all the time until you decide to do with that pistol what you did to the pistol, to the other people with that pistol. That should be the deal. It doesn't get no better than that. Nobody kills you. Nobody tells you when you will die or if you will die. You will be fed through a trapdoor once a day, because you're not going to be using a lot of energy, because you ain't going nowhere. But you can sit there and talk to your friend, your companion, your business associate. You all agreed to do what you were going to do, So that should be the deal. That setup should be set up everywhere on the planet. No exceptions. See, people think this thing about going around killing people is some type of fun. We're going to take all the fun out of that. But nobody's going to punish you. This thing of paying somebody to kill somebody hiding behind a wall and getting paid by the so-called state to pull a lever on someone or to poison somebody. And then you have spectators there, sitting there, maybe family members of the deceased, I understand, in some instances. And they look through a glass and they see the person die. What is that? This is no circus. This is serious business. Should be handled as such. So getting back to the central point, this is the law of compensation. You get what you put out. And you get it not by somebody else's hand, not by some hired gun. Get rid of that hired gun thing. Say, no, you can sit there, you're going to eat, and you're going to sleep, and you're going to talk to your friend. Because it looks like you're having difficulty getting along with anybody else, but you and your friend, y'all got a good business deal going. So you sit there and talk to your friend forever. You can sit there until you're 140 years old if you want to. You're going to be fed every day, an excellent meal. But you're not talking to nobody, not a guard. And don't get a toothache, or your friend, you can load up, put that one bullet in that chamber of that 9mm and blow that tooth out. Because that's the only way you're going to get it out. Why? Because the person that you kill can't do anything. You at least have some type of leeway to do something. But it leads to the same place that you sent those people that you sent away from here. You got to apologize. You don't apologize to the relatives of the people that you kill. That doesn't make sense. That's not logical. You apologize to the people that you kill. And there's only one way to do that. You go where they went.